Hotepu gatekeepers and our allies. This is His Royal Highness King Ra Sumabafak Bayemi, the world's first openly gay African king. On the screen, tell me what you see here. Take a careful look at it and tell me what you see. Do you see a lie or do you see the truth? Do you see a leaf or do you see the leaf bug? Is this bug lying or is he telling the truth? Is this creature of nature telling fibs or is he being honest? The role of a king is to feed and nourish his people, and I do so today by discussing a very important concept that goes with what we call the planet Sepku Mercury and the 10th sphere of the Tree of Life, this red sphere here. Recall the Tree of Life is a mandala, it is a map for the ancestors, it is a map of what happens to you in the spirit world after you leave your physical body. And these spheres or bubbles represent worlds that you often visit during your dream time. Definitely during your afterlife, you'll stay in one of these bubbles. And each sphere or bubble corresponds to a science, a spiritual science, a divine teaching. This red sphere, called the sphere of Malkuth in Kabbalah, or of Sandalphon, also in Kabbalah, has been called in the Kemetic system Geb. Geb is the god of the earth. Here is Geb here with his red crown, his combined red crown and crown of wisdom. And here is Geb with a goose on his head. His name is pronounced Geb or Seb. This is very important, because what I'll put forth now is that the name of this sphere's science is both Geb and Seb. They are the same god. The difference is that the word Seb has the root of the god Sebek, shown here, Sebek, the jackal god, and the root of the god Sobek, the crocodile god. Geb is the god of the earth, the physical world, reality check, real life, no illusions, the ugly, cruel reality of life on earth, disease, plague, hurricane, storm, death, all these things. And his job is to show you that it's only through the study of the physical sciences, engineering and chemistry and physics, that you can begin to really protect yourself from his powers, from his rage, the rage of the wind and rain and decay and of animals eating you. All this is Geb's world. All that is Geb's reality. And in that form, we as the Golden Beetle call him Geb, more this god here. He wears the crown of Tehuti inside the red crown. The red crown is the crown of the bee of the north, the bee as in the insect, and represents that the pharaoh wears the red crown, symbolizing that he is about the community building things together like a beehive, working together as a community to make something sweet, make a sweet culture. Inside that crown is the other crown, this more upright crown of Tehuti, the god of mathematics, the mathematician. You combine them, it basically means that engineering and science must guide human group endeavors, making cities, making irrigation canals, making food, clothes, etc. Okay? But the other side of him, Seb, is the hustle of earth. Seb and Sobek, this crocodile god, who's a sneaky god in the water, these correspond to the hustle of earth, the tricks that you need to make money, the stunts you must pull to survive another day. Much like this insect doing mimicry here, we see this insect is pulling a stunt. He's actually lying. He's not a leaf. He's an insect. But he's using what's called mimicry to pretend that he is a leaf, and that's the key to his survival. That by pretending to be something else in the right environment, by adapting and pulling tricks, he lives. These divine sciences here of Sebek and Sobek, mean a lot of people in the spiritual path think you shouldn't have tricks. You shouldn't be cunning and wily in life. But that violates this science of this energy. You have to have mimicry, tricks, survival stunts to get through in life on Earth. You have to know how to hustle, how to close the deal, how to make the deal, how to persuade people to pay you and to work for you. Tricks upon tricks upon tricks. And I wanted this video to begin to get my community, the gatekeepers, to realize on the earth level of life, you need stunts. People will say, well, that's not honest and truthful. Well, is it life? Is this creature honest and truthful? This is part of nature. This is part of life, to have a trick. Now, the 8th sphere is not owned by Sebek. It's owned by this god, Apwat, who looks like Sebek. They're very similar in look, but their names are different. Apwat means opener of the way, or he who calculates the way, the road. He corresponds to the use of the intellectual power, the wits and cunning, as a method of enlightening you. He will use wits, logic, and cunning to open you to greater possibilities. Okay? Before you deal with Apwat, the use of your cunning to help you open the way to a greater life, you have to pass the sciences of Seb and Sobek. How to hustle, how to live, how to make it on the streets. And this is so important to my gay community and to all people of spiritual study. I am very tired of people berating the need to make a hustle, the need to pull tricks in life to get ahead. As long as you're not harming people, you do what you have to do in the beginning of your initiation training, in the beginning of your spiritual journey. Classes cost money. Traveling to workshops costs money. Traveling to retreats costs money. And there's this illusion that you have to be without cunning. This is ridiculous. With Apwat, however, that cunning must be put aside when you're with your spiritual community, with people seeking to open the way to higher consciousness. But when you're dealing with clowns and bozos and a bunch of idiotic people, you've got to be wily with them. You've got to be able to be cunning with them and to influence them. That's more Sebek, and Sobek. Geb is more the earth sciences as a way of survival on earth. These other 3 are about the cunning required on earth to survive. And Apwat is opening the way through logic and wits to convincing yourself you're greater in the next moment than you are in this moment. So, enjoy your hustle. Enjoy learning how to survive another day, and learn from observing the earth, Seb, that many creatures of the earth have tricks to survive, cunning, wits, and wily. And so must you, for this is nature. Dwawend Hotepu.